So, good morning everyone and welcome back to the Crypto Morning Coffee. I got my coffee locked and loaded, ready to go because we are going to talk about some very interesting stuff today. We are going to talk about what Fed Chair Powell had to say. We are going to talk about what caused in the end Bitcoin to go up once more, yesterday closing in the green, today already in the green again. What is happening altogether that Bitcoin is coming up and going up more. There are at least three other things than besides what Fed Chair Powell had to say. So it's really exciting times at the moment. And we are going to look, obviously, if we are out of the woods, chart-wise, we are going to look at some Ecomi, Veve related news. I think there is 2 to 3 things very interesting to talk about as well. If you're watching this as a video after the live stream, make sure to check out if there are already timestamps available. I know they are not always there, but everything, all the topics right after the intro. Good morning, everyone. Let's have our coffee. Very good. By the way, I think I forgot to post on Twitter, so let me do that really quickly. And you guys, please do me the favor and smash up the like button so that we can get the maximum of people in here. Also, and this is very important for all of the people that are already here, if you are a rare hodler, you can become a rare hodler at any time by just joining the channel as a channel member. But if you are a rare hodler already, make sure to get in contact with me either via Telegram or via Twitter so that I can include you into the Rare Hodlers Telegram group. So we have some people here already. Felipe says, good morning is here. Good morning, Felipe. Blaze is here. Let's go. Haven't seen you, I think, in the last days, Blaze, so I hope you're well. Motili is here. Good morning. And straight out of my bed is good morning, y'all. I think it's still weird, this name, straight out of my bed, if I say that. But it is what it is. Okay, so make sure to smash up the like button, smash like. And thank you once again for the awesome stream yesterday. I really had a great day, starting with all of you guys and then going on for my birthday. I really had a good day. It was awesome. I got some nice presents from my colleagues, from my girlfriend, from everyone else. So that was really good. And I had in the last, I don't know, years, I always had bad luck with my birthday, so that I was either on a trade show when it happened, or many years ago I was in the army, so there was no birthday celebration. So I'm happy that people surprised me there. Anyways, let's get started with what is happening that we are so green for Bitcoin, and that is going against why is this so big, by the way? Let's get this a little bit smaller. See if everything is in place. There we go. What do you guys say about this? So Powell says, this guy, Jerome Powell, chair of the Fed, says inflation is still too high and lower economic growth is likely needed to bring it down. Okay, so yesterday he spoke, and that is usually something where we would say, okay, it's a make or break, we go up or we go down. And he was relatively hawkish, so I was surprised that the price of Bitcoin was still coming up. He basically said that they need to maintain the rates higher, and he did still not include another rate hike. But it apparently, or at the moment, it seems that that is a hint, or he implied that the rising or the soaring bond yields could mean the end of the rate hikes. So the market is now expecting not continuing rate hikes, but some rate hikes maybe in December and then stopping. So we see here tight policy is putting downward pressure on economic activity and inflation, Powell said during a discussion of the Economic Club of New York. While acknowledged steady progress on slowing inflation and the role of rising yields, he still left additional action from the Fed on the table. Whether the Fed raises rates or not depends on economic performance in the coming month. 10-year Treasury yield was close to breaching 5%. We have covered that yesterday, that this is a problem, right? So here we see a range of uncertainties, both old and new, complicate our task of balancing the risk of tightening monetary policy too much against the risk of tightening too little. So they are really trying to figure out what is at the moment the best range to be in, and the uncertainty stems from that at the moment there's no action needed, but also no law in neither direction, which says basically to the market and cements to the market that in 12 days, when the next rate hike is, or the next meeting is, next possibility would be that they are not going to do a rate hike. So that is what the market basically says. Here we see no unnecessary harm. They're basically saying, their decisions are based on doing just enough to defeat inflation while not doing so much that actions trigger higher unemployment or risking unnecessary harm to the economy. And we have seen that when they were hiking fast, they actually were destroying parts of the economy, including some of the banks that were caught off guard by this development. So what basically is the result? And good morning to Andre Omigeko. Welcome. Let me see. There we go. So now you can see it. Basically, that caused, and this percentage was before a little bit different. There was, as you can see here, there was only 70%, only 83%, 86%, and so forth, thinking that we will stay at the same rate. So if you want to check this out from time to time, you can just go to the CME Watch tool and look at that. Green Lantern is also here. Good morning. Raining in Heidelberg. Yeah, that is also the case here in Munich. So, it's not unfortunate, but it's the autumn weather that we have right now. So we see here, if you want to look at this, you just go CME Watch tool. Then you should find the site, and you can see here down below is the rate that we have right now. So the last rate hike was from 25 to 5.5, and only 7.8% believe that there is another rate hike in November. So this basically excluded now, which makes the markets more bullish. Now, what else makes the market more bullish? And I think Fed is not the main driver of what made the market bullish, although it is one of the important factors. But here, this one, I think, was the driver of yesterday's green light, because the SEC dropped the charges against Ripple CEO Garlinghouse and Chairman Larson. So the main figures here, they were under charges and investigation by the SEC since 3 years. And now the SEC has dropped those charges. So the regulator had included them as defendants in its securities violation case evolving around XRP transactions. Basically, they are saying, for nearly 3 years, Chris and I have been the subject of baseless allegations from a rogue regulator with a political agenda, says Garlinghouse in a statement, instead of looking for the criminals stealing customer funds on offshore exchanges that were courting political favor. The SEC went after the good guys, so they are obviously using this to position themselves I don't think we have to read everything of this, but it is very important to see that the SEC at the moment is going back on most of what they were trying to suppress the crypto market. So they have lost in court against the SEC, and then they have not appealed against that decision, and now they have dropped the charges against the main figures, which basically means that there is no real case, because if you would have a real case, you would have to maintain those charges against the main responsible. So basically the SEC is almost out of the woods here, right? Which means that most altcoins that follow the same pattern are more likely than not out of the woods, and the Fed will the SEC will not go against them anytime soon. And this probably in preparation. We have seen the video of Gary Gensler yesterday on the stream of approving 10 mega ETFs in the next 3 to 6 months, right? Probably more likely than not in the next 3 months. And that is what gets the market really bullish as well. Gets also the market bullish on Ethereum. Ethereum ready to go. And with Ethereum, the altcoin market is also ready to go. But right now, it's obviously Bitcoin, even though, because everything bullish around or evolves around Bitcoin at the moment. That said, this here is another headline, so to say, that is really important. Standard Chartered Bank to launch crypto custody service in Dubai. It's not only Bitcoin custody, it's crypto custody service in Dubai. Dubai, Singapore, and I think it was also Hong Kong. They are gearing up to become a digital hub, a crypto hub, and the European Union is trying to get regulation in place as well to be innovative on that front. The only ones that still didn't make that pivot is the US, right? So they're trying to put themselves into position to be very, very crypto friendly in Dubai and attract all of that big crypto guys, crypto money, and so on. So starting from the first quarter of 2024, another one of the first quarter of 2024, together with the halving. The halving is in the second quarter technically, but it's in the first part of the year at least. But everything falls together here. The crypto custody service will be operated by Zodiac Custody, the leading institutional first digital asset custodian by Standard Chartered. So basically a crypto custody service for Bitcoin and Ethereum for institutional clients in Dubai. The service will be available as soon as the first quarter. In addition, the bank has ambitious plans to establish a cryptocurrency settlement network. So they're going full. It's not only, oh yeah, let's do a Bitcoin ETF or something like that. They are going in full. So yeah, that is happening. Mr. Planet Profit here, good morning to you. Hope you guys are doing well. I hope you are enjoying the stream. Guys, smash up the like button if you like this here, this new development. And we have more. Don't worry, we have more bullish stuff, because also 10 trillion BlackRock just filed an update spot Bitcoin ETF application after SEC feedback. So SEC got feedback. Decisions are delayed until at least November. 11th of November, I think, is the next deadline. But the refilings are happening right now. Yesterday we already had Fidelity. Today we have BlackRock. Today we have also Grayscale. Grayscale files a new registration statement with the SEC, an ongoing procedure to convert Grayscale Bitcoin Trust into spot Bitcoin ETF, following a DC Circuit Court's order for regulator to reconsider the firm's application. So after the SEC did not appeal also against the decision against or in favor of Grayscale, now they have been refiling to be included in that list, that they want to transform their Grayscale Bitcoin Trust into a spot Bitcoin ETF, and that is, yeah, big. That is big. This year, I think this is very interesting. We should not deny, or we have to keep that in mind, because this is something unregular, let's say. With the dollar returning around a 2023 high, this rise in fiat value has normally had a negative impact on crypto, but at least with Bitcoin, a 2-month high was still able to be hit today. Digital gold and physical gold are moving up in tandem. So actually right now the correlation is not so much anymore an inverse correlation between Bitcoin and the DXY. It's more a correlation between Bitcoin and gold. Bitcoin is moving parallel to gold at the moment. Very interesting. It will not stay the entire time, and we have seen that it was not like that all the time. But we see here, Bitcoin reaches 28.8K for the first time since August 16th, and gold reaches 1,986 per pound for the first time since August 2nd. So gold is coiling up here as well. I think that's interesting to keep that correlation in mind, because seems like Bitcoin at this moment is considered equally a store of value. And that in mind, again, this is where gold already has an ETF and is up way more, and Bitcoin doesn't have an ETF yet. This is where gold is at a $10 trillion market cap and Bitcoin is at $500 million. So yeah, 20x to go to reach the same market cap. Very, very interesting stuff. Also this one interesting. Bitcoin supply held by long-term investors hits an all-time high of 76%. So this is the blue line here, 76%, and you can see what's more interesting than the value of, or the all-time high of 76% that we already had a time ago, is that we are actually since basically, yeah, since the first peak when everyone took profits after the massive bull run, we are actually only coming up and up and up since then, and now we have a clear uptrend that is way steeper than we had it here during the entire phase of the bear market, where accumulation was very slow. Right now accumulation is faster. The long-term holders are actually coiling up, and whenever this happens, you see here the parabolic move or the upwards move for Bitcoin has been starting. So yeah, we see that the drop comes with profit taking, as here for example, or here at the peak, and then after that reaccumulation is happening. It's delayed obviously because the accumulation is not that yet gone into the long-term holder stakes. So it front runs basically the next Bitcoin move, so to say. That is interesting. So let's take a look at the market and start with the top 100s and on the day. So right now the chart is led by Bitcoin SV and STX that are pumping like crazy, 25% at the moment. And let me get my face out of the way quickly and move you guys up here. So we see it, actually the entire altcoin market is green, with the exception of some coins that had been pumping in the top one or in the top 100. Yes, some only 2, 3, 4%, but the reason is Bitcoin is going up obviously, and on the weekly we see Hex is going up 65%. This is so crazy. This coin is doing everything from dropping 90% in a bit to coming up 60. There's so heavy market manipulation in Hex. I don't know what's going on, but Hex is a good example for how Ecomi can move one day, because Hex with a similar circulating supply of Omi has reached 50 cents. So in the last bull run. So very interesting stuff there. Top 200 on the week. Orbs up 71%, Band Protocol 40%. What is this? Telog and Holo token also moving, Wax moving, MX token, I don't even know what that does. Everything left and right is moving stronger right now. We see it here on the day, it's mixed, but there are uptrends at the moment. StoreJ on the day and Moonbeam are leading the charge. We have discussed both of them yesterday and the days before already. So yeah, let's look right at Bitcoin, I would say, and refresh this because that is not the actual chart. Here we go. Let me get myself a, because now it's getting really interesting. So we have, let me get this bigger here. I mean, first of all, we have a picture perfect retest on our zone here, on this zone, right? So we have gone yesterday into that. Yesterday we saw that this was still a red candle, and we said that we really want to see us staying above this. We came back down, we retested, and now we are coiling up. And this right now is just a, yeah, it seems that we have here, or we had here just another leg in an uptrend. Some people are drawing this at the moment more like an up coiling megaphone pattern, so to say. But at the moment the trend is largely green, and I said before, if on the weekly we would close above this 28,000 line, we are looking at the green continuation then there for the week. Now you see that we are not out of the woods yet for from a technical pattern, because we need to slowly but surely re-challenge these highs, and ultimately there will be the make or break, because if we don't break these highs, or at least put in an equal high, then we will still look at this head and shoulders pattern here, where we could come down again. So we really need bullish continuation over the next days to re-challenge this 31,000 line, and whales need to make their move. But on the weekly, you see on the weekly there is still room for the RSI. We are not overbought yet. On the daily we are overbought, but that only would imply that we might be moving sideways a little bit. We could also have a heavy pump and then move sideways under resistance. There's still room on the daily for the RSI. So if you see it, we are not yet, we are touching the zone of 70, but we are not yet there, and there is room to 80 or something in the RSI, where on the weekly we are nowhere close. We're only at 58. You see this here. And let's look at even the monthly, how this looks, because if we look on the monthly chart, and I think this is something that we always forget, that we are too granular. I mean, you know that we are not looking at the 4 hourly a lot on this channel, only if there is some super interesting stuff going on. But if we are looking at the monthly, I don't know where the RSI is gone to, by the way. Where is this? Where's the RSI now? RSI, let's go. Okay, it doesn't allow me here for whatever reason to pull up the RSI. Apparently I have. But here, what is interesting on the monthly, the moving average, right? You see the moving average here. We are in the logarithmic chart. It basically starts here at the second low, and whenever let's look at this. Whenever we are above this, we are basically in a massive bull run, and then we drop into, or we drop for the first time. This is the year-long support. We dropped below it, and now we have come above it, and we are now above it again, finding support on this moving average here on the monthly. So That is one thing. The other thing to point out is, yes, on the daily we see a head and shoulders pattern. On the monthly or on the weekly, we also see the head and shoulders pattern. But on the monthly, it's barely not to see. We only see a retracement, so we could just go up and have a series of higher highs and higher lows here on a monthly, for example. So I mean, this could have been already the retracement, and from there we coil up, right? I mean, if you look at this from before, we had the same thing, like we came up, retracement, and then we just went parabolic, right? So that is an option, that we just go parabolic from here. I mean, we have drawn in the Bitcoin top somewhere here. I think it's fair to expect it somewhere above 100,000. At the moment we have it at 135,000 for the Bitcoin top, roughly. That is a very conservative estimate, but we cannot forget that also here estimates were 150k, and then we ended up with 70k. So I think from a monthly perspective, and we have 11 days to close this month in the green here, I think we should be challenging this 30,000 or 31,000 in November somewhere, and then we could be looking at the break in maybe in the end of the year, or we could be looking at the break in the Christmas rally already, and then a retracement after that. So I think it would be good if we were above this line in the new year, going to the into the halving. This is the biggest support and resistance line. So here it was support, right? And then it was overhead resistance, and now we want to flip it into support again. If we could break this before the halving, this mega now overhead resistance line, and we have challenged it 1, 2, and 3 times in a big fashion, so 3 months in a row from below, and I think, yeah, this, if it breaks, it's moon mission, right? I mean, then it still takes time to unfold, but when it breaks, and if it breaks, it's moon mission. So that is what I am looking at the moment. And obviously right now there's another 2 days. I mean, it's Friday, the weekend will be slower, so maybe not too much volatility. It would be interesting and awesome to see this to close on this level, and then we might have a follow-up, another green week as to follow this up. So BTC rocket, like Mr. Planet Profit says here, should be coming soon. Yeah, we have just to say this quickly, we're looking at with the NASDAQ, because we have been looking at the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is actually doing its own thing. There is no Bitcoin correlation at the moment. In fact, it's at the moment inversely correlated, as it seems, and we're looking at yeah, we retraced for the NASDAQ back to the bottom as we expected it to do, from as we expected it from here. And now we are close to this line. Once again, we are testing this. If we lose this, we are looking at a major downturn in the NASDAQ, and I'm not quite sure if this will or will not influence Bitcoin at all. But we should certainly will keep looking at this, because right now the chance is very high that we could lose this level. So we really are looking forward to a bounce here. That said, also the total market cap still is now bouncing. You see it here, right? The total market cap of altcoins is in a sideways decision pattern, so to say. We are expecting the decision to come in until somewhere in January, if we are breaking up or down, and I think it will be up. Yeah, we will see, but we are also closely monitoring this on this channel. Now let's look at Ecomi, our last coin to look at for the moment, unless you guys have anything else that we need to look at. So Omi, oh, this is by the way how Omi looks on the monthly, but this is how it looks on the non-logarithmic chart. By the way, look at this. Omi on the monthly, and we don't look at it often because there's not so much data, right, for the monthly. But so these are the profit-taking zones, but the first ones, right? But if we look at the monthly, we see that the volume was going away, and then here in our bottom forming we have 3 months of positive green buying volume. But what's more important is look at the RSI here down below. So there's not much RSI to look at, but I mean, we are technically on the monthly RSI, we are still oversold, right? With our level completely oversold. We are not even in the normal phase. So there is much upside on the monthly, right? So that is interesting. If we check the weekly, we are in normal territory. We have, after pumping, we have been retracing a little bit. We are just in the middle. There could be a little bit more of retracement coming. In the daily, we see it better. In the daily, we are also more or less around the 50. So I see the RSI could go to a 40 or something. And we are looking at for the Ecomi token at probably still at an ABC correction, ABC, something like that. I will bring money into position right now to get in if this corrects a little bit more. If I see that things are staying on this level, then I will just move in right here. But I still have the hopes to get in. Yeah, some 7% better than right now, and then I think we will be coiling up to our big, hopefully to our big target here, so that we are forming our big inverse head and shoulders pattern finally. So right now it's all in play. You know this. We are still looking at it, and I mean this takes time to unfold. You guys are aware of this. This whole bottom formation took time to unfold. We tested here, came back down. So from between our two tests, we had 180 days of challenging this 2 times. So and then if we look at this shoulder, for example, this was another 100 days. So let's say this shoulder plays out, right? And you have, let's say, a total of 100 days to have more or less the same time frame. We would be looking at the beginning to the middle of December to find ourselves re-challenging this 0011 overhead resistance, the major overhead resistance here to really come out of this of this bear market trough for Ecomi. And yeah, the moment that this is happening, I think there will be massive inflows from whales to ride this token. It's not so much then about what the token does or does not do. It's then more about the speculation on how the market will react to Ecomi as a Web3 gaming, metaverse, NFT, whatever token, right? So, and then, as mentioned before, this would be then our breakout target. I think, yeah, I've shown it yesterday. I will show it again. If our head and shoulders breaks out, I think we should be going to 00177 to retest there, and from there we will see which patterns unfold. But right now, I think right now it's still buying season for the Ecomi token. For me, the point where I said that buying season starts is as the reversal was confirmed here. This is not the lowest entry, but I also did not have to enter at every other point in time, right? So I think it's still a good entry compared to all the entries that were claimed before. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit more about Ecomi and Veve, because we had this drop, right? And we talked about it yesterday. So now today, actually Veve came out and where is it? Yeah, here, and said sold out. So they are making the marketing here showing sold out. Our first ever digital collectible release with original Funko and Marvel is officially sold out. Thank you, Marvelites, Funko family, and Veve fam. We can't wait to see your unboxing videos. That is really interesting because, yeah, unboxing video is, if you do an unboxing video, if any one of you does videos, I don't know, then take care that you don't show your code card that is inside online. But I think that if this is good in general, and unboxing videos are good to cover. So if there is someone from Funko, so doing from Funko family, or someone from Marvel doing such streams, this could get additional awareness to Veve. Yeah, and then there was a post of David Yu regarding this, and says, "Dear Veve fam and Funko family, I'm on the hunt for the very first edition of Marvel vinyl gold 18-inch Iron Man." I don't know if that's inch. I just said that because we are Europeans and we don't know what that is. But you guys from the US, you know what that is. I'm willing to pay USD 15,000 for it. So if you pull that number one of that gold Iron Man, David Yu is willing to pay $15,000 to get it in his mega collection. If you happen to have the number one mint in the gold and black variant, 1 in 50 in existence, I'm prepared to offer $40,000 US. So there are some people that say this is weird. I don't personally. I mean, I see why, because basically the guy that is releasing this is looking for buying it very expensive for the number one mints. However, if you know that David Yu is a big collector and he wants to have the maximum, like everything, he is, yeah, he can, I mean, he is still a private person. He has released all of the mints. I think this should have been the procedure for the Veve collectibles in the first place, to do it like this. I hope one day they will pivot and also release more of the very low mints to the public and hold back only randoms. So I think as a collector, like he is, you should be able to do this. So if someone pulls this lottery ticket here, $40,000 seems to be a fine deal, right? You can buy a lot of Omi with $40,000 in my opinion. So so that was happening. And then there is an event coming up here in Europe where apparently, not 100% confirmed yet, the Ecomi team is attending, and that is Crypto XR in France, in Auxerre or something like that is the name of the city. I have no clue how to say that. And here we see that also on the website of that crypto event, it says Crypto XR soon with a red circle. So appealing here to the and also has David Yu as speaker on the side. However, we are not sure yet if it's 100% confirmed that they are going or not. So I will still hold back in getting tickets for that event. But if it comes, why not? Why not meet each other there? And it's very Ecomi related. So apparently. Because they also wrote from Ecomi, so David Yu from Ecomi. So this could be interesting that then, and this is I think on the 25th of January next year, that could be when they are going to also release and announce more for the Ecomi token. So could we have a buying deadline, so to say, until then, until they are going to release bullish news for the token to ride the wave up. So keep that in mind. Even though if you are not going, keep in mind that there is stuff coming for Ecomi, right? For the Ecomi token. So, and that together with Ecomi has been posting here. I don't know if you saw this. Are you new to crypto? Get to know OMI token and its role. Yada yada. So they have been going on again to make some education about the OMI token portal. And if we look at the OMI token portal, we see here the Veve Master Collector Program. So if you go to this Ecomi Notion site here, then you can find information about the Master Collector Program. And then you see here next, so you see here OMI rewards tier 0 that has been rolled out, and bronze MCP tickets up next. So hopefully we are still getting the bronze MCP ticket somewhere closer to Christmas still this year. This would be good because it also involves basically OMI utility. And then there is the OMI token portal where you can read all about or it's like the way back, so to say, where you can read all about where to get this. So they were promoting the OMI token here slowly but surely. Again, OMI token is integrated with Tengoku Senso, VMate Premium, and so on. So yeah, interesting stuff for sure, that there is apparently something on the horizon for the OMI token, yeah, with this event and them going back to promoting the OMI token portal. So be aware that this is happening, which is also the reason why I'm probably going to purchase another 1 million Ecomi tokens in the next 1 to 2 weeks to come. Yeah, very good. So in terms of users, some people were asking, did we get new users? Once again, let us check this out. What we have seen is, yes, we are getting new users. We have seen it here from the X-Men drop. We made the math yesterday in the stream. But so far, as you see here, now we are moving sideways again. So 94, 79, back up to 91 and 85. So there are some wallets that are just minting and then selling and going back to 0, because this only considers wallets that have at least one collectible. Now the number of wallets, 654,085, is the number of wallets with at least one collectible, right? However, that doesn't mean that these are all real users. There could be as much as 300 or more thousand wallets with 1 to more collectibles that have been permanently banned as bots and taken out of the game. So what the only interest for us is to see how many new users we get, because the times for botting on a buy now button are mostly over, except the rebound maybe, but mostly over. So we should be seeing here a real adoption, and some people were complaining about 150 or 200 users from a Comic-Con is not enough. I think it's more than enough if you really see what an impact 200 new users could be on the market. If you have only 2 or 3 wealthier people in that and the rest being normal users, it's still a heavy impact. Almost all comics that came out in the bear market are actually all comics that came out in the bear market have less editions in the secret rare variant. That's what I wanted to say. So less editions than people that came in. Nico says, yo, what's going on, Nico? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream, guys. Make sure to smash up the like button if you have just recently joined. Please do me the favor, get the stream out. It's the freaking Friday. We are looking forward to the weekend, at least all of us that are still hustling to get to financial freedom one day. We are still looking at the weekends to be productive on our stuff. Other than that, speaking of buying comics, and my my mouse battery just died, I think, but I think we can still do it here. Speaking of comics, I have been looking at yesterday. I've been looking at Vechain. So, and by the way, Vechain is buying right now. So look at this. We have, oh, you cannot see it. Let me just quickly get my here the stuff out of the way again. So there you go. Vechain, the biggest whale in Veve, is buying right now. And please give me a second here while I try to get my cable here. Sorry for that. Last thing that we're going to look at probably, but the biggest whale on Veve is buying right now, because yesterday I was like, is he still buying? But yes, he's still buying comics. He just bought some New Mutants. He bought a ton of Through the Veveverse. He bought Venom comics 6 minutes ago. So this is, he bought like 30 collectibles a couple of minutes ago. Then Iron Man, uncommons. Is there anything big here? And a lot of tokens that we don't have metadata yet on. I hope they will put this in one day. Dracula, he also bought. Amazing Spider-Man, uncommons, he's buying a lot. So this is already 14 hours ago. So he has, look at this, so 14 hours ago, then he went to sleep, and 10 minutes ago, maybe he's watching. Hey Vechain, are you watching my channel right now? Who knows? What are we watching? But 9 minutes ago, he basically woke up and got back to work and buying up the entire Veve market. So he must have already 32,000 collectibles or something like that. So yeah, not too shabby. Yeah, Kid Arcade hustling also, yeah, very good. Kid Arcade also has a YouTube channel, guys. So make sure to check out his channel and check out his content here on Veve. I think it's solely Veve content that the Kid Arcade makes. But yeah, thanks for smashing the like button, Nico. Really cool stuff. So yeah, this is basically this is basically what is going on right now. Whales are accumulating. I'm still analyzing which secret rare I will get for myself next. I'm more into putting some secret rares into my wallets right now. That's about it, guys. Let's do some. We still have some minutes left today. So let me know if you have any topics that we should talk about. If there's anything interesting, any altcoins, do you have anything? Yeah, or any other questions, any other things that you always wanted to know about me, or I don't know what. Then go ahead, fire the questions out. Yeah, I just saw that the OMI is currently down 2%, so that is for sure going on. We could actually check the Veve set list to see which secret rare we should be buying, but let me know if you have any questions. Why is this? I don't know, but this Veve set list is also not updating because that was yesterday already. This $19, unfortunately, I didn't find it anymore. Otherwise, I would have bought it. Andre Omigeko says setting up a German team event in France. Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's do that. That would be, as soon as there is a confirmation, we could be doing that. Like, if we were to go to, like, everyone who goes to France, we could be aligning in a WhatsApp group, or I don't know what, to get into more or less the same area, the same hotels, book our stuff early, align with the people that actually speak French and are from there. That could be interesting. So yeah, that we have a European event where the team shows up. That is important. with regards to the Ecomi token, I really wonder what the content of this crypto XR or crypto XR is, what it is about, what they are going to talk about for Omi, right? Where's this post here? So let me see if I find the crypto XR. Crypto XR Auxier. There we go. It seems to be they have a website, and I've no clue. This is in French, and there's no language switch, it seems. What is that? I have no idea what that means. Is that language? No, that's not language. What? Okay, weird website, but here we go. So it's apparently less than 100 days ago. This must be billetterie. This must be tickets, right? So, and then 500 visitors, 30 speakers, spaces, sponsors. Okay, so here we go, right? Here we see the lineup, and then we have the, here you see it. So David Yu, CEO and Veve Ecomi, right? And they say, yeah, Veve Ecomi. So there is an emphasis on Ecomi, in my opinion. I would be surprised if they don't speak more about the Ecomi token than really about the other coin. Like we see here, strategist, Bitcoin blockchains, CEO, coin house, crypto money, CEO, wine bottle club. Okay, yield farming, mining, coins. So this is very crypto heavy, right? In the lineup. Yeah, so there is a lot of speakers here, or a lot of attendance here. Interesting stuff. So, and yeah, David Yu and this Owen Simonon are here listed as the first ones. So let's actually click let's actually click on the tickets and see. So there's actually a pass. Oh, that's for students, I guess. And then 2 visitor pass. No, 2-day pass, sorry, jours is day, right? With a closing party. So I really want, so that is, and then there's a complete pass. Saloon, closing party, and to the VIP before the party. So there is a party for the party. So, however, where do I get the pass, right? Because there is not a ticket shop here, or is there? A bronze agent? Yeah, where do I get the tickets? So apparently I think we cannot buy the tickets. So there are these 3 tickets. I don't know, guys. I don't know. We can't buy the tickets here, it seems. So, and they didn't include languages apparently. So yeah, there is a press thing. I don't know. As a YouTuber, probably you cannot get that access. But it seems to be yeah. It seems to be possible to buy tickets. Maybe I'll have to get in contact with them. Here's a contact form, so maybe I'll do that today, that I write a contact form to them, ask them about how to acquire the tickets. Excuse me, guys. But yeah, that's it for today. Let's see if we can get something done for this crypto XR. And then I will probably combine this with holidays or something in France anyways. Guys, make sure to smash up the like button once more. Thank you so much for attending the stream today. Veve Weird says, as time goes on, it looks more and more enticing. Yeah. Actually, why is this? There's this hard button. Always an Omi looks. You said Omi looks more. Yeah. As the time goes on, Omi looks more enticing. Yeah, that is true. It looks very strong, and there is these events coming up. So we will see also in the logo that we see here. There's the Bitcoin logo inside, which is also good. Nico says you can buy here. I think you cannot post links. So potentially there is another website. Maybe you can send me this, or you can tag me on this on Twitter or so, because I think you cannot post links into this whole thing. Crazy Dan says Omi is gonna why this is crazy, this stupid hard 20x. You say that there is the stupid hard where you can put something in the chat. So Omi is gonna 20x in the next bull run IMO. 20x would be 2 cents, right? 20x would be 2 cents. Yeah, I agree with this assessment. I think at least 20x should be possible for and then you have to think a 20x from now and without any burns is, let me see, where's the Livecoin Watch? Ecomi. So let's, I was already saying that I go offline. Now I'm discussing with you guys. Yeah, you can post links. I can post it in the Telegram. Yo, Felipe, maybe, yeah, share it in our Rare Hodler group. That is good. By the way, if you if you are watching this, you are a Rare Hodler, shoot me a message on Twitter so that I can invite you to the Rare Hodlers group. It's very important that if you are a Rare Hodler, that you are in this Rare Hodler group. So back to the point here, 20x sounds great and just right. So that would, you have to see a 10x would get Ecomi Veve here to $2 billion market cap, right? A 20x, a $4 billion market cap. I think that is, considering the $4 billion tokens in the last bull run, maybe that is even an understatement depending on the rollout. I think they can do, I think technically, potentially, they could do a 10 billion token. I think they could get to 10 billion, more or less. Because in the entire space will be bigger than the last time. So the entire altcoin section will be bigger than the last time in terms of total market cap, and then the shares will be bigger. So if you see, for example, Dogecoin in the last bull run went to, I think, 50 or even $80 billion market cap. I think it should be possible to have a $10 billion market cap if a Dogecoin goes to $80 billion, right? We do not have that meme community. We do not have Elon Musk backing and so on, but we have there is the potential to have a bigger market cap here. And this is a market cap that is calculated on $270 billion circulating supply. So let's say that we really get all these burn fees and so on for the Omi in the Veve wallets, right? So we could have a reducing supply on the same market cap, still the price goes up, right? So if we get these reducing factors in and they are actually working, then in my opinion, more is possible. But I think it's fair to say that the lower end for me would be a 2-point-something billion dollars. So that would be a 10x. Up to a 20x should be a realistic scenario. And then there is a potential, depending on the strength of that bull run, to have a stronger market cap. So I think if you let's look at this also. I mean, if you look at it right now, look at the market caps here. So Ethereum has a 188 billion market cap, BNB 30, right? XRP 27, but then you already reach the zone of Solana and OKB, they are, and ADA and so on, they are in the region of 10. So if they 10x, for example, if these 5 to 10x, they are already in the range of 100 billion, right? So and then what we are looking at is a market cap in the least of something like HBAR, Uniswap, Avalanche, and so on, Filecoin, MakerDAO. I think it's possible to reach those market caps, right? Also, Vechain I think Vechain at the time had a $20 billion market cap. Now it's back to 1 billion. Also, that is a 1 billion is not much. 1 billion is top 50 bear market territory. Yeah, that would be a 5x. So I think it's possible. You see, all of the top 50 basically is somewhere closer to 1 billion. It's possible, right? Felipe says, now it gets interesting. Here's a viewer, it says, I mean, in the next short run, long term, more than 100x. Yeah, I mean, 100x is always a figure that everyone is looking for, but to be honest, a 100x I don't see at the moment. Yes, long run, you could say with another cycle, because a 100x would literally bring us to a 100x would bring us to a $23 billion market cap. Is that really so out of the possibility? Is 23 billion out of the norm and possibility? That would be a 23 billion would be it would be the same as it would be less than XRP in the bear market, would be the same as it would be double ADA in the bear market. Is it out of the realm of possibilities? No, I don't think so. Even a 100x is possible. But for a 100x to happen, we really need everything coming out from Veve and Ecomi and Veve, all of the utilities, right? And I don't know at this point in time if the team is able to do that. But if we look at, for example, we could do the following. Mana, right? I mean, Mana is a metaverse play. Mana is a metaverse play, and Mana has been, let's look what Mana's market cap was. So Mana spiked to, what is that, 5,871, and now it's at, wait, what? That cannot be true. Did it spike to 5,000 per coin and now it's at, that is bullshit, right? What is that here? Is that true? Because here it says $0. That's not true, right? Oh, that's the volume. Oh, I'm looking at that's the volume that it spiked. No, that's billions. What is that? It says here price. Oh no, 5.0. I'm sorry. I thought that was like in the US. Okay, it's 587. Okay, so from 0.28 to 587, right? So that is a 15x or something, like, or an 18x, so to say, 18 times more. So Mana was at, what is that? 623,713 times 18. So Mana was at 11 billion. I think that's more like if the Veveverse comes out and so on and everything goes right. So that is more than as a target in the bull run, right? Don't forget one second, Felipe said, I like this comparison with other coins with different price predictions. Yeah. Don't forget they will eventually be burning Omi as well. Yeah, exactly. So this is what I say. So if you would burn, for example, some Omi right now, but the market cap stays the same, it means that prices going up by no action needed, right? So only by burning. Yeah, Felipe, I think I agree with you. I think this is one of the best approaches you can have in the market to determine what the real potential is, because people tend to look at the fictitious number and they say, okay, I want this to go. For example, you look at Filecoin and you want to say, oh, $300 Filecoin next bull run, right? But then you see, okay, that's a 100x, so we would need a $150 billion market cap for Filecoin, right? So that is a completely unrealistic. So if you have this, for example, if you take a $10 price prediction and you say, okay, like Caval did, right? Then okay, you look at the $3 trillion market cap for Ecomi, right? Is that realistic? I don't think so. Exchanges, yeah, exactly. We get exchanges, and that in itself will bring the market cap so much up. I think even you would, on a Binance listing alone, no matter what the price is, you look at the 10x after the Binance listing. So let's say we come up right now and we get to let's say we get to these 0.0017, and then you get a Binance listing on that, right? That alone would bring us closer to 2 cents. Yeah. Has Omi, Nico said, has Omi enough utility though? It will have, or it would have if they would implement it, right? Then it's enough utility. If you give it the utility that you can use Omi to buy collectibles in the app, if you can give Omi the utility to use it in the metaverse and so on, and you have a metaverse play, it's not so much about the real execution of utility. It's about the narrative around it, right? So it is about the narrative for the token, and the narrative for the Ecomi token is currency in the marketplace, the token tied to these big brands, metaverse token, and for us the catalyst is it was not on exchanges and it is going on exchanges. That is the only thing that you need. Because if it is about utility, then I mean, look at Mana, Decentraland, and Sandbox. These are metaverses that no one uses, and the price was absolutely crazy. They had market caps of $10+ billion in the bull run, in the last bull run. So considering that the total market cap of all altcoins will be bigger right now, that puts us at an even bigger potential. So if we say we go to a $10 billion market cap for Ecomi, that's what, like, that's 40-50x. Drill says this is my unicorn. Need trading volume, don't need utility. Need volume. You need narrative and volume. Absolutely right. Narrative and volume and a big bull run, like massive profits out of Bitcoin that are flowing into altcoins. It does not matter if that altcoin does anything. It only matters if there is a narrative. And I am hoping that they are pushing the narrative hard on the Ecomi token. Right? But that's it, guys. I have to jump. Thank you so much for the discussion. I see that you guys are really liking the comparisons here, so I will do more of that, looking at altcoins, comparisons with Ecomi and so on. So yeah, we should do more of that. Guys, smash up the like button if you want that, subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss these streams, and tick the little bell to always get notified when I go live. Now, with that, wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon, and I see you in the next Crypto Morning Coffee on Monday, but stay tuned for videos on the weekend. I don't know yet if I will make it, but hopefully I can. Guys,